Oh, you love him? So what? Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I love talking about love and relationships, and in this space, we're healing ourselves. We are getting in tune with our self-love for real. I'd rather be alone than with a cheater. If you are attracting men to you who love to cheat, this video is for you. And I want to start off by saying that there's nothing you can do to stop a man from cheating on you, because it's his choice. Like, he's gonna do what he wants to do. And when somebody cheats, it's because they want to. It doesn't matter what they try to tell you, it's because that's what they wanted to do. We have free will on earth, so it's best to just be honest. In this video, I'm going to share with you why you might find yourself in this type of pattern, like attracting this type of relationship, why it doesn't serve you, like why it's so harmful to your mental health, your emotional health, even your physical health, and what you can heal to start attracting healthier relationships. It doesn't matter how beautiful a woman is, how pretty she is. We hear of famous celebrity women who they're rich, they're gorgeous, they have a beautiful body, they're successful, but their husbands still cheated. And so again, like, it's not about you when it comes to cheating, because I know, like, we could blame ourselves. Like, if you're in a relationship and you have been cheated on, this leaves a deep scar, and it stays with you, and we can blame ourselves. Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I choose somebody better? Why did this happen? Why does this always happen? So this is why I wanted to create this video, because it's not about if it happened one time, which I know is still painful, but if it's a pattern, then it's deeper than that. If it's a pattern, the universe is trying to show you something, and this is what I want to talk about in today's video. Okay, so how to heal, how to tap into your self-love. I'd rather be alone than be with the cheater. Okay, this is like one of the realest videos I've made on this channel, but that's what I'm here to do. Okay, because real growth includes pain. Healing, honey, healing means there was pain, but you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna be wiser, I hope. Like, from these experiences, they're not meant to break you, but they're meant to awaken you, and so that you can realize your own value and worth as a soul and as a person here, especially as a woman. You are more than enough, beautiful and deserving of love, but there's reasons why we can find ourselves attracting or being attached to in relationships with men who love to cheat, or cheaters. They're not going to say they love to cheat, they might. So let's get into it. You deserve real love. Okay, so I want you to grab a pen and paper to write down a few notes. There's three main things I want to share with you guys. We each have different stories and history, so just grab a pen, take some notes if you want to. Drop me a comment, let me know if this video helps you. If you find that you're always attracting men who love to cheat, then the first thing I want you to do is be honest with yourself. Because, see, if you get cheated on, it's very easy to get wrapped up in your emotions, and you're in the present moment, right? Like, you might forget about past experiences that you've had. So I want you to take a moment and reflect on the relationships you've had in your life and see if there's a pattern. Was it just this one relationship, or has it happened to you multiple times? Do you find yourself getting into a relationship with cheaters? And of course, no guy's gonna just be like, I'm such a cheater. There are red flags, so I'll create a different video, like 10 signs he's a player, because I'm in my 30s, so I've been through it, but I love gaining the spiritual perspective on what's happening in my life and what I'm meant to learn from it, and that's what I'm here to share with you. So is it a pattern, or has it just been one time? And yes, they're so wrong for that, right? That's dirty of them to do, like, to break your heart, basically, put you through that, and you don't deserve that. But again, just see if there's a pattern. It's more about us than them. Like, it's more about you as an individual. Why are you attracting that to yourself? One reason would be that it's generational. It's a generational pattern. Look at your family history to see, like, is this a pattern in your family? Because when we're little kids, we soak up our environment. So if you saw, like, cheating happening in your family or friends, even if you saw it on TV, like, if you heard about it, you could have soaked that in, and then you thought it was normal. Like, and so that's that this is a real thing, because our mind is on autopilot. And from the time you're born until you're like 10 years old, you have no control about what you're soaking in. You're just soaking in your environment. So if you've seen negative things in your family, friends, then you're going to think that that's just the way it is. That's how relationships go. And now that's how the relationships are going in your life. So make sure you're looking at your childhood to see where you may have learned this, because there are some people in this world who go their whole lives and they never deal with a man who's cheating or a woman who's cheating. Like, it's just not a thing, but they're going through other things. So it's not about being less than other people, or like you're bruised, you're broken, you're unlovable. Nah, like everybody has their own set of issues that they're gonna face on earth. Okay, so, but I'm here to share with relationships because I've learned a lot. Look at your upbringing to see if it's been a pattern in your family that probably played a role on why you're attracting that kind of relationship, because it's familiar to you. Okay, so it's just about awareness. How do you heal? The first step is just becoming aware, but you got to be like real honest with yourself, which could be hard to do because we might think that that means something bad about us, but it doesn't though. That's just what happened. Experiences, they weren't even your experiences, but it's what you saw. Okay, so also it can go as deep as like generations before you. It could be in your DNA, your bloodstream. What I mean is like when your mom was pregnant with you, when her mom was pregnant with her, like what were men doing? Because there's certain traditions throughout the generations, and we as women, we've had to endure like men being able to have multiple women, and we just had to deal with it. Like, it wasn't that long ago that a man could do whatever he wanted. Like, his wife was his property. He could hit her, he could cheat on her, not treat her right, disrespect her, and there was nothing she could do about it. And so that was not that long ago, ladies. And so that's why on this channel, we're going to be breaking generational curses and patterns that don't serve us right. We're here to be something new. It starts with us though. So how are we going to be something new if we won't even admit it? Okay, well, if you're attracting cheaters to you, it's like going to put you through so much, and you're able to break free. Now, there's that word love. Oh, but I love him. And that always can get us, right? And like, that's how the darkness can work on earth. Like, it's going to use something beautiful and distort it. But yes, you may love him, but so what? I want you to love yourself too. And I know it's easier said than done, but you deserve better. So it's about realizing that and then taking the actions to embody that. Okay? Know that you do not deserve to be cheated on. That is not okay. It doesn't matter what other people say. You know deep in your heart that that's not okay. That's not right. You wouldn't want that for your child. That means you don't deserve it either. Okay? So there's a long-standing mindset that some men have, and it comes from traditions. It comes from certain cultures where they think it's okay to cheat on women, that they can have multiple women, that that's their birthright, and that it's even honorable in some places. Oh, well, if he has money, it's okay. Well, if that's what, they were doing 2,000 years ago, why can't they do now? So it's not about trying to change other people, but it is about knowing what it is you want. And I'm going to tell you the realest thing right now, because I've met and encountered so many different types of people in my life. Women who pretend to be okay with a man having, their man having multiple women. They are lying their ass off. Like, they're lying, they're playing a role. Like, they're getting something in exchange for that. Maybe it's security, maybe it's money, maybe it's whatever, sex, like anything, I don't know. But it's not real. Like, they're hurting. I even saw that show, the Sister Wives show, one of those shows, and I was just like so fascinated, because it could be even a religious thing. That's why I told you, it's traditions, it's cultures that people are teaching men and women that it's okay, but it's so heartbreaking, it's so detrimental, it's so like soul crushing as a woman. That is not what God wants for us. Like, no, God doesn't want orgies. No, God doesn't made one man from one woman to make a child, to create a family. A man cannot be everywhere at once with 4 different wives. Like, And it hurts the women, it hurts the children, and it hurts the man. Okay, so cheating is wrong spiritually, and it's a lack of self-control, and it's based in lust, not love. Okay, all this, it's high vibrational to be able to hold space for all of your different, it's bullshit. Like, it's a different angle. It's the darkness working, whether it's through religion, cultures, traditions, but it's fake, it's false light. Like, what's real love is commitment, loyalty, truth, transparency, being devoted, which takes discipline. Real love. All right, so anyways, don't let them play you out here, right? Because it's in the music, it's in the culture. That's just the way it is. I literally had a man in my own family tell me when I was a little girl, when I was like 19 years old, Sash, all men cheat, like just straight up, right? And so God did build men to, like, in a way, they just have more of a sexual drive. Maybe they do desire plenty of women, but that doesn't mean they're supposed to act on it. Like, I desire sweets, but if I eat a whole chocolate cake and then ice cream and then a bunch of donuts, like, I'm gonna get sick. So that's greedy, that's lustful, that's not the right way. Just because I want to do it doesn't mean I should. So there has to be limits, boundaries. Okay, so yeah, like, be careful of your mindset. What did you see? What were you told? The music you listen to, what are they saying? The culture, and it's dirty, it's filthy, and we have to rise above it, right? I'd rather be alone than be with a cheater, because you deserve better. So do I. If you're attracting men who love to cheat, it's not random. You don't have bad luck. Nah, it came from somewhere. You saw it somewhere, and in your subconscious mind, you feel like it's normal. For example, you guys, I have a little sister. My mom got remarried when I was in middle school, and she's been with my stepdad for, like, I don't know, a lot of years, over 20 something years, right? So I have a little sister who's 21 years old. Well, she's lived, like, in the same house her whole life, and her parents have been married from the time she was born until this very moment. She's someone who most likely in life is not going to deal with men cheating on her in relationships. It's not because she's special or because she's better. It's because she didn't see that growing up. It's not normal to her. So the first red flag would be such a turn off to her. To be like, what is going on? Like, that's not familiar to her whatsoever. And that's what I mean. So that's why I say you want to be honest with yourself. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you saw some bad things and felt the emotions of those things, even generations behind you. So it's okay, just become aware of it. This is how we're going to break the pattern. Okay, so why is it so harmful? Why do you not want to stay? Okay, because this is important, because again, once you're attached to a man, once the heart gets involved, or you feel you're in love, and maybe you are, it's like it can become very hard to leave that relationship. Okay, so but I need you to tap into your self-love. First of all, it's so bad for your nervous system. Like, you're going to constantly have a fear, and you're going to constantly be on edge. You're going to be on shaky ground that this relationship is not stable, or, you know, is it based in purity, honesty? Is there healthy communication? Like, if somebody starts lying to you, if you know deep down that something's off, you have a gut feeling, you know, or you start seeing things, you discover that they cheated, and then you stay, and you disrespect yourself, and you tell them and you teach them that that you don't matter, that you're going to stay, they're going to do it again. And again, it's not because of you. That's what they saw. That's what they think is normal. That's their mindset. That's what they want to do. Maybe, you know, they have their own set of issues happening. You cannot fix them. You cannot change them. Your love cannot heal them, girl. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. And yes, they might love you too. Maybe they don't know how to heal themselves, but they have to work on that on their own. And if the relationship is truly meant for you, they will. And you guys will come back together in a healthier way. But do not stay in a place that is hurting you. Do not get stuck in pain. And it's always a cycle, right? Like, you guys will do better, and then you'll fall right back into the same trap. And the reason is because it's a pattern that needs to be broken, because it's not serving them, it's not serving you. God is not playing with us. Like, God cannot be mocked. Like, it is what it is. Like, you cannot cheat God. You can't. there's no fluff. Like, that's fake. You have to be real with it, right? So it's wrong. That's why it hurts. That's why you cry. That's why they feel guilt and such sad and shame. It's not because they learned the wrong things. It's because their soul and heart, it's, you're not in alignment. You've been disillusioned. You've been told and fed lies. And if there's one thing I hate, it's lies. What happens if you stay? You might try to blame the other women, the other woman, right? This happened to me. Oh my, this happened to me. One time when I was like, how old was I? I was in my first real relationship, my first love. We were living together, and you know, he was in these streets, and there was this one girl who just would not let him go. He was messing with her on the side. And one time we were in front of my house, and in his car wouldn't start, and guess who pulled up on us? That girl. And for the first time ever, I was like, I got into my first fight, my mind and my heart. Because see, it's crazy. Like, once your emotions get involved, you feel like, oh my God, you know, you don't want to lose your person, whatever. You feel enraged, and I got into a fight. Like, me? What? Yes, I did, because over this man. And the thing is like, why are you mad at the girl though? He's lying to both of y'all, right? It's like he's doing dirt, and it's hurting you. So you gotta be able to walk away. It's bad for your nervous system to stay. Your heart is gonna keep breaking over and over. You're gonna be in constant fear. You're gonna be blaming everyone else except for him. In fact, you might start protecting him. Like, your family is telling you, his friends are telling you, like, right? Like, but you just don't want to face it because you love him. I get it, but so what? Love yourself. You matter too. The worst part of staying with someone who cheats on you is that you will start to think that you're not worthy of commitment, or you're not worthy of a healthy relationship, because now you're getting used to the toxic patterns and the toxic behavior. You know, like, at the end of the day, like, you can't be with a cheater and feel truly happy and at peace in your soul. It's about peace. Peace is a higher vibration than even love. So you want to be at peace, calm, relaxed, at ease, so that you can really love someone. And he has to be that way with you. So if he's being immature, if he's being a jerk to you, you have to let him be free, let him go, and let him be without you. Because to be with you, he has to be loyal to you, committed to you, devoted, and not step out of the relationship to keep stomping all over your heart. No. Okay, so what can we do to heal and attract better? Okay, because we learned like where it came from, why we're attracting those kind of people, why we cannot stay, like why it's so harmful. But okay, what can you do to heal, to attract a healthier relationship? The first thing is to have standards. You need to have standards for your life, and in relationships, one of them needs to be commitment. That's why I tell you guys, okay, I'm not here to play with y'all. Be celibate. Like, I'm to the point where I'm like, maybe I won't even have sex till I get married, because why should I give those beautiful parts of me to a man who's not willing to marry me? Well, if he doesn't want to marry me, why? But he wants to have sex with me? Nope. Not going to happen. But the old me didn't know these things. But I'm here to tell you guys right now that you need to have some standard. It doesn't have to be celibacy for you. If you don't want to do that, fine. But create a standard. Okay? Have boundaries, so that if he cannot do his part and treat you right with respect in the relationship, then you need to have a consequence for that, which should be you leaving or separating, distance, communication. Talk about it. If he does it again, you gotta get out. Don't keep hurting yourself over and over again. Okay, the last thing that you can do, how to heal to attract a better relationship. Stop giving an F, like, about a toxic relationship that keeps hurting you. Okay, yes, we learned it from a kid. Yes, you love him. Stop giving an F, because clearly he's not giving enough about you when he's out there messing with other women, lying to you, going behind your back, being disloyal. No. He doesn't get to have your beautiful love. He can't have his cake and eat it too. He doesn't get to have you, her, and his eyes are still wandering around seeing who's next on the list. To have all of you, what makes him think he can do that? Now that's entitlement. He thinks that because he's a man, he can do that. Oh, but if you do that, it's a problem. And you wouldn't want to. And that's the difference, like, that I've noticed between men and women. Women don't want to. When you're really in love, you do not want to have different people. It's not a desire. So that's kind of like letting you know, does he even love you? Like, if he wants to have sex with all these different girls and be with you, he doesn't love you. He's just like using you. Maybe that's the case, maybe it's not. But have boundaries, have standards, stop giving an F. Don't listen to his sob story. Who cares what he says? Look at what he does. And that's what I'm telling you, there's patterns. We have to break them, okay? How to heal to attract a healthier relationship. Adopt a mindset that there are good men out there, okay? My heart just fluttered when I said this because there are, and I see them. And one sign for me is that I feel calm in my nervous system. I don't feel like something's off, and that's a beautiful sign. It's gonna take time to get to know people, but one tip I have for you is to maybe like date outside of your type. Because for me, I've always like been attracted to a certain kind of man physically, okay? And I've had the same issue over and over and over and over again. So maybe try dating somebody else, like a different kind of man, maybe a different culture, different so-called race or whatever. Maybe just like be open-minded, because obviously your type is like not working out, right? 11. That's right. And you know, like until we do the inner healing, we're attracted to men who are just like our dad. So something to think about. Real love should feel soothing and clean. Soothing and clean. You should feel safe. You should be able to hug them and trust them. If you cannot trust your partner, if you cannot have clear, honest communication, then your relationship has no chance whatsoever. And these are the raw truths that I wanted to share with you today. It's actually so healing and freeing. The thing about healing is like it hurts at first, but then later you just feel so free. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm sending you so much love and power and healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you want to work on your healing, your self-love, relationships, make sure you send me an email to book one-on-one coaching. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video.